You're an adult, man. You're an adult. You are an adult, and you do things like this. Go into someone's room and just start doing your business there. What are you, Amber Heard? Come on, man. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Big Bear Online Podcast. If you haven't already, kindly like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Yeah, so let's get to it. In today's video, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Yo. Ugh. Yo. So, alright. Reports say Stellenbosch University is investigating an allegedly racist incident at one of the student residences over the weekend, in which a black first-year student was targeted. According to the SA Students' Congress, a white student broke into a black student's room at his Mare residence and urinated on his belongings. Sasco said the black student was asleep on Sunday morning when the white student entered his room and urinated on his desk and books and laptops. Sasco read, the victim was sleeping when he heard the noise in his room. When he woke up, the racist white boy urinating on his study desk, books, and on his laptop. When questioned by the victim, the racist response was that it is what they do to black boys. A video that was shared widely on social media shows a man urinating on a desk. The person who is filming asks him why he's peeing in his room. The man mumbles that he's waiting for someone. Stellenbosch University Senior Director of Student Affairs Dr. Choice Maketa said the institution strongly condemns any destructive behavior such as during the incident in Hayes Mare residence in Stellenbosch campus. Maketa added that the university would probe the incident. The residence management was aware of the incident during the day, and it was immediately reported to relevant university structures for urgent investigation. The residence management and in the meanwhile also strongly condemned that the incident took steps to manage repercussions in the residence. Maketa added, the student is not living in the residence at the moment. Based on findings of the investigation, necessary and decisive action will be taken, Maketa said. We are deeply concerned by this type of behavior and as a university wish to state in no uncertain terms that it will not be tolerated. What happened at Hayes Mare is not acceptable and should be taken seriously. She added to say, no student comes to university to be ill-treated by another. No student has the right to diminish another human's dignity and in this way and just say sorry. The student affected is still in shock and is still trying to process what happened. Maketa said that she sensed that this when she spoke to the student on Monday morning. It is painful for him to experience this, she added. The University Student Representative Council SRC chairperson Viwe Kobokana said a meeting had been scheduled with the victim and the university. The SRC will issue a statement after the meeting on Monday, she said. So yeah, number one, disgusting, right? Number one, disgusting behavior. Like in general, I think let's take away the racism aspect. In no human way, anyone should treat another individual like that. That means you must have a lot of resentment for somebody if you're going to do that. But I'm going to talk about accountability here. Accountability is so important because at the end of the day, the university, as much as this is happening, this is not an isolated incident. There's many reports. If you go on YouTube, you look at the content that's been created. Young students create content and put on YouTube and post it about their experiences at this particular university. I have nothing against university. I have nothing against it, but it seems that they keeps being this ongoing, recurring issue, and seems to not be solved because students are creeping up and telling you these stories, but there's zero accountability. In my opinion, should he be expelled? Of course, but I also believe in some form of rehabilitation, because look at the situation, look at it like this. Yeah, fine, he does get kicked out. And then what? I'm not sympathizing for him. I'm not, making excuses for him. He should actually be expelled and charged. If anything, he damaged the young man's property. So of course, he must definitely face the consequences of what he does. It's not just as simple. I looked at that apology. It was shocking. That's not an apology. That was very insincere and disingenuous. He didn't mean it at all. So it even makes the situation even worse. You understand? But however, universities will always creep up and talk about these situations and talk about transformation. But it seems that over a period, if you go into the YouTube video and you look at the algorithms and you just type Stellenbosch University, you're looking at content over the past maybe 7, 8, 9 years. And these are the same students that talk about the recurring issues that are happening within this campus, which is crazy to me. You always hear it, student life, blah, blah, racism, isn't it? Racism, I'm not saying go into a mutiny and start, going crazy, but at the end of the day, there needs to be accountability. The university as well need to look at how they vet. Apparently, even one of the, the housemaster is also has a tendency to become to hurl racial slurs at students as well. So that speaks volumes now. It's quite telling in this situation. So, man, in my opinion, man, I was like, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. I came upon this when I was actually on my way home, and I heard this on the radio. So I said, no, let me have a look at this. But when you look at this, it's terrible. It's disgusting. No way. No way. In 2022, we're still doing things like this because we have a distaste for certain people because they don't look like you. It's quite telling how, like I said, it's always about, these things are never don't come up out of nowhere. These things are taught. It starts somewhere, in my opinion. For you to say that it's just developed overnight is highly, highly unlikely. These things are taught and it comes from somewhere. But we cannot tolerate in university. Look, I care for young people. I care for the younger generation. And they shouldn't be subjected to such behavior and such injustice to them. It's ridiculous. The student, right? At the end of the day, he does need to go through this due process because he was a student. He does need to go through that formal procedure and face the consequences. I'm not saying, kick him out. No. He must face it and he must see to it. They must see to it that the consequences and there is action taken at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? You understand? But when you, like I said, there needs to be some issue of reform, either with him as an individual or as the university campus as a whole. Because why are students still doing this in 2022? Young man's writing exams soon, and he has no material to study because he's got everything on his laptop. His laptop's damaged. His books are damaged. These things are not easy to come by. You understand? So, in my opinion, homeboy, I'm sorry, but you're an adult, man. You're an adult. You are an adult, and you do things like this. Go into someone's room and just start doing your business there. What are you, Amber Heard? Come on, man. Guys, really, universities, let's stop looking at things, man. Let's start being accountable for this. No cap, for real. I'm being serious, man. This is upsetting. It's just really, really, really upsetting to hear this happen in a democracy. But I guess that's just how it is. Even if it was a black kid doing this to a white kid, I would still call this out. I would still call this out, for real. Because it's ridiculous behavior. You don't do that to anybody. But anyway, that's my rant. That's my rant for today. I'm done reviewing this video. It's just disheartening the more you talk about it anyway. But guys, let me know what you guys think about this certain situation. How do you feel? If you don't care, it's fine. But let me know what you think. What should be done to the student? Personally, I think he should be expelled and charged formally. He should be charged. and he needs to replace and be accountable for what he's done to that young man's property, because he's damaged his property, and he needs to pay for it 100%. Because here we don't tolerate for bad behavior, we call it out. Might not make hot top trending topics, but it's still, nonetheless, it's happening in a democracy in 2022. But yeah, anyway guys, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, shout me a holler. Thanks, until the next video, bye.